Whoop. Welcome everybody, and well, welcome back to Formula Sundays. We have two full grids today, unfortunately, on this one. We have one driver missing out spontaneously, don't know where they went, but apart from that, we have 19 people here. The air transition is absolutely terrible, I will have to work on that. We'll have to put a little bit of a slow fade in there. Might do that for the Elite tier stream, but I always forget about it. However, two full grids. 20 people signed up, both for Challenger and Elite, and that on Russia. A track that I fairly like personally, as I think it delivers plenty of overtaking opportunities, some fancy corners. Definitely one of the better street circuits, if you want to count it as one. Technically it is. I don't think we count it as street circuit in Formula Sundays, since it's gonna be on the calendar, even though we only drive two street circuits. However, qualifying for Challenger is kicking off. And well, we're gonna see. Russia has a lot of fun in the game, can't say the same about IRL. Speaking about the country or speaking about the circuit? I mean, yeah, I had like a little bit of a brain lag. I thought you were actually speaking about driving the track IRL, but I think IRL races are what you mean. To be honest, it's been quite spicy, at least in 2019. Where Ferrari really could have had a chance if, well, they were not Ferrari. But yeah, let's see if Pace has a chance over here in the Racing Point. Talking about the circuit, yeah. And yeah, we're gonna see what he can do coming into the first two turns. It's looking quite decently, which is not very hard. Can't quite go flat out through the long left-hander, but nonetheless making a decent appearance in that first sector, and purple sector 1, obviously, since he's the first driver. Not much of a miracle here. And yeah, gonna push onwards through sector 2, running a little bit wide there, not really getting the optimal exit out of that turn there. To be honest, it would be great if they would just show the turns like they do in the real F1 in the game. Yeah, just to have a little overlay and I could say, ah yes, this is turn 13 or something, and would not have to be guessing all the time. Well. Last few 90-degree right-handers coming up. It's quite easy to cut the corner or run wide in that last part of the track, as Pace comes through with a 137. I think we'll stick... is it Clayton? Oh well, it was Clayton. No, it wasn't Clayton. Okay, never mind. It was Goldfish. I was about to jump to the Alpha, who was just ending his lap. Chonka? Chonka seems to be on outlap, so we might be in for another complete lap, and to be honest, I think Chonka has not had that much screen time last time, as he's been sitting somewhere in the back of the grid. Okay, that was a creative pit lane entry from the Ferrari. And yeah, obviously, oh wait, there was, okay, no. He set a time, but he's gonna go for another. S. Martin, his teammate, is currently on P1, Ginge in P2 in the McLaren. Goldfish sitting in P3 still. The two Red Bulls in a reasonably good position there. P5 and 7. We're gonna see where Chunka's gonna be heading after this one. Don't know if he drove his first sector normally. He did, apparently. Now with the invalid lap time, though, doesn't matter if he goes on or not. Stick with Cherry. Cherry here had a reasonable first attempt, but I assume it's been cut out due to corner cutting. Don't quite know why the game still wants to tell us that Goldfish had the fastest lap for a quick second. It's Cheesecake, the other Renault, currently sitting in P1. And I'm gonna see what Cherry can do. It's using the track to the absolute maximum. And has a decent time. We don't see any comparison from himself. As he's pushing through that last sector, through the awkward left-hander, and oh my god, into the absolutely awful chicane. Okay. Good old pit entry as well. Oh, and Damian with the new fastest lap. If I remember right, he's coming from Argentina, so well, quite a little bit away from here. Let's see. Let's stick with Clay for a hot second as he's trying to get his first lap in. Bonjour, Mr. Yellowmeller. How's Russia going for you? Seems to be a little bit of room, well, towards the top. Room for improvement, if I want to say. Damian getting the poggers with his 132.0. But yeah, I assume we will be cracking that 131 mark, and well, if that's the case in Challenger already, we might be heading for that 130 something mark in Elite here, as there are some illegally quick guys, I think. Argentina takeover. Wait, are you really from Argentina? I just thought you would be rocking the flag. Good old Argentinian Toro Rosso drivers. Gotta love them. Oh my, that was not a little bit wide. Yeah, game says it's okay, so Clay is gonna continue through these last few turns, coming through. And that is a reasonable 133.7. Good time for Clay here. We're both Hershun, Crew, and myself. Damn. And said 3 people. Well. English, am I right? Can we find someone on a hot lap? Let's face the quickest, not the quickest, but the hottest of all laps. Stanny's gonna set his first time here. Coming through the last sector. Don't know if there's yellow flags for him or for the Alpha waiting behind. We're probably gonna switch over to the Alpha afterwards, which should be Clayton, if I'm not mistaken. And that is Stanny with you 139, currently sitting in P13. As we head over to Clayton in P18, has not set a time yet, is certainly one for the top spots. I think we could expect a somewhat of a medium 132 or something. He's got the 2 Ferraris ahead of him, which is always sign of danger. Maybe someone can pull off a 129 high. Yeah, I mean, if someone can do it, it's probably gonna be, well, either you, well, wow, nah, Simmons is not driving anymore, right? What a shame. but Rage Quit and Domi are certainly capable as well. Like, I'm looking forward for Elites, especially since we are full there today as well. Should be very, very pleasant to watch. Especially on Russia, I think it's a track with decent overtaking opportunities. And yeah, nice little corners as well. We had our spicy races over here in the past. Oh, Stanny making room in one way or another. In this in this situation, in the most anyway you could probably. And we have Clayton with a 133.0, just as Goldfish. Rage Quit has done 130.01 in time trial. You did 130.09. Well. Maybe there's gonna be that one attempt that's gonna stand out and crack that 129 mark. But yeah, low 130s will be definitely possible, I think. Oh, and that is a corner cut for Keyboard Driver. Oh no, John Luke is back. I mean, he's been doing quite well in that first race. Yes, we had some complaints, let's phrase it like that, in the past, but I mean, Challenger is a wild place currently. So I think he's totally right with the boys here. I was about to jump over to Ginge as he finished his quickest lap to get the pole for now. 131.9. And well, anyways, with Martin we are, as he's gonna be heading over to his next hot lap attempt. Why is Jonas stupid? Did he retire? Or did you crash? You just see in P18 there, with no timed lap. Hide your wings, because he's gonna steal them all. It happens. Well. Martin has been on pole in the beginning. Ever since then, times have been rolling. Crash, okay, I did not see that. Times have been rolling downwards. Clayton now with the pole position. Well, he's had the pole position for a little while now. That's where he is. Martin absolutely pushing his car to the maximum. Drifting through the second sector. Crash on a cooldown lap. Yikes. Not how you want to go. Definitely not. I think this lap should be pretty dead for Martin. Let's see on the meantimes. Yeah. Not much of a chance. Go with Clay again. He's been not too much slower in Sector 1. I think he had a major, well, he broke way too late into this very turn. This time it's looking way better and 0.4 seconds ahead already. So this could be, well, not much more. There's quite a big gap between P10 and P9. But he could be into the top 10. And with a good last sector here, and that's looking decent. Well, 1.6 seconds quicker. That was a hell of a last sector. Identical lap times to Damien. And they are sitting in P3 and 4. Obviously Damien will be in front as he has set the time first. But that was an absolute pleasure to look at in that very last sector. Percy is the one we're looking for, as his lap time can definitely be improved. He is usually on pace with Ginge, with his teammate somewhere up there, and I think there's almost like a second in it for him that he can get out of a better hot lap attempt. Let's see. That's a good start. Approaching that 132 mark already with that slight improvement. Don't know if he made any major mistakes later on in the lap that could give him big amounts of times here, but he's looking clean through sector 2. Gets a good exit out of this one. And is now open for a good last sector, I guess. 0.5 seconds quicker already. Can lose a lot of time if you don't get this turn right here. It's quite an awkward turn to drive, in my opinion. Probably one of my least favorites in the entire game. Except Monaco, maybe. But yeah. Last 2 turns. Danny is waiting there for him. And 0.5 seconds quicker, only P10 still. I don't know if he'd rather stay at P11. Speaking of P11, let's head over to Goldfish, who's on their last attempt. P11 still at the moment. P12 now, as I think Keyboard Driver might have gone and taken that P10. Was either Keyboard Driver or Yellow Miller. But yeah. I think we gotta call out like Clay here. Clay has been absolutely, well, stunning in his hot lap attempt. P6 is a superb result for him here. He's out qualifying his teammate by 2.7 seconds. So yeah, might be something in it for him here. Maybe good chances in the race as well. Cheesecake has gone 3rd quickest, moving himself quite a bunch of positions up. Oh, and there's the corner cut by Goldfish. He might have to go for another. Can he make it to the finish line in time? He should be able. Gonna be close. But yeah, can do one more hot lap attempt. That last one was not that much quicker. And the time has run out. I think we are like 4 seconds or something ahead again. Oh, and onwards to Ginge. It's 0.4 seconds quicker at the moment. We can keep it up through sector 3. Pole will surely be his. Now, making no mistakes at all. Looks decent through the first chicane there, but not necessarily quick, I think. Might lose a little bit of time here. However, it's still enough. It's still enough for him. Provisional pole now. Who can still challenge him? Cheesecake might still be on the run. Nope. He's running out of fuel. Whoop. Then we have Yellowmiller coming through. Oh! P2. That was a close one. That was a close one. Almost pushed Ginge off his pole position there. But yeah, big improvement for him. And I think Goldfish and Bettis are still running. Goldfish is way quicker than his previous attempt now. Would surely like to go somewhere in the high 131s. So close, yeah, so close, Yellow. Just narrowly avoided P1 and, well, P3. Very close margin up on top there. And Goldfish makes it even closer. P3 to P7 are divided by 1/10, which is practically nothing. I think less than a blink of an eye. So yeah, Cheesecake has arrived in the pits, and oh my god, I think, okay, everyone who's listening, I will tag the Discord real quick. Um... Well, we disabled Formation Lab for Challenger tier, and I was planning to, well, tell them whilst I ping them for joining, but I kind of forgot. So, let's hope they just don't go to their usual shenanigans that they do when Formation Lab is, well, starting, because there's not gonna be any Formation Labs. This could be very spicy. I hope it's not. Monka ass. Yeah. Well. They have been warned. Maybe a little bit short of a time beforehand, but theoretically they do know that there's no Formation Lab. Let's hope that they practically know as well. I'm sure they'll notice. Hey, I mean, you know, boys. I am not entirely sure, but yeah, a little bit of shock may be there, and apart from that, I'll just hope they are fine. Okay. Hey, and it's lights out, and we're going away. That was actually quite well, working well so far. No major crashes. First turn is gonna come up soon though, and there are 4 white. Ooh, the Haas in the wall with the... there was Clayton and Martin there, I think. Ooh, the Williams. Wait, how did Keyboard Driver get up there? Big start by him. Keyboard Driver now looking for the lead on the inside. Pushed wide, and now he's ahead. Yellowmiller in P3 currently. Ginge has kept his P2. The Renault by, well, was it Cherry or Cheesecake? One of them gained quite a bunch of positions as well, and so far I think everything is kind of sorted out. Oops. And, well, let's get us that sweet overview. And we'll jump through the fields. I think everything has kind of settled a little bit. As Goldfish tries to go past Cherry, and it seems like he's quite successful at it. Runs very wide there. I think he stays ahead, yeah. Strategy, of course, is gonna be pretty much soft mediums for everyone. Ooh, not too sure. Oh my god. Clay there sliding a little bit further back. And... well, we're off to a good start. Jack saying he'll be racing tonight if there's space. I think, unfortunately, there is no free seats left currently. We have 20 signups for Elite, and that is obviously, well, a good thing. I mean, I'm saying unfortunately, but I'm really happy that we have such full grids right now. Well, a little bit of distance has come over the lands of the Russia. As... yeah, I think we got to be waiting for DRS to come out. Oh! Ah, fuck off. Well, we kind of missed that overtake going on there between Percy and Pace. Teammates in Rocket Sundays, of course. Jack takes over my eye after first pit stop, Le Mans style. Well. Like I said, if there's space, yeah. Yeah, Percy and Pace in a little bit of a battle. And right ahead of them, the 2 Red Bull boys are close together as well. Let's see, Gimp and Cormico, currently P10 and 11. I think we should be looking at the top here. Advancing lap 3, of course. There's gonna be DRS already, as the detection point is after the start-finish line. So, or is it? Well, at least the activation point is behind the start-finish line. And I think Jin should be going ahead here. And does so successfully. The McLaren back in the lead. Now, Yellow through the inside. Why is Keyboard Driver going so slow around the outside? Is there front wing damage? I think there might be, right? Oh my god, that is heavy front wing damage. A little bit of a yikes, for sure. Keyboard Driver has been looking absolutely dashing after his good start. And, yeah. There we are. Ooh, contact between Pace and Percy. And Percy is spun, whereas Pace just runs wide and continues. Not looking good for Percy so far. He has had a good result in the first race. Yeah, we're looking back at the top, or actually, maybe we are looking at Clayton Keyboard Driver, who are in a little bit of a battle of, yeah, for the 6th position there. Clayton goes ahead, but runs very deep. Ah yeah, Keyboard Driver obviously with the damage. 3-man wide there. I wonder, yeah, okay. Keyboard Driver gets through towards the pits without further incidents. Clayton has to defend against Jonas now. Ferrari P17, P19, just like the real life. Yeah. Good old red midfield team has evolved to a red bottom team. But the Mercs are not doing much better at the moment neither. Jonas can't really get past Clayton here. And I think we'll be looking back at the top, where Yellow, Cheesecake and Ginge are somewhat close together for the battle of the first 3. And Goldfish follows soon after. Oh my. A little bit of a coming together almost between Keyboard Driver and Damien. Both of them, of course, have already pitted. And so this is for on-track position. Obviously, Keyboard Driver having a bit of the advantage to pit a bit later. But I think we gotta go back to the top, where DRS has putting all these 3 guys very close together again. So Yellow and Cheesecake closer together than Yellow and Ginge, so might be something happening between them on the main straight. DRS activated, but obviously there's a little bit of a tow for Yellow as well, as Ginge in front of him grants him the DRS as well. Let's watch over here. Well, not much of a problem for Comico, he's just going past Jonas. Oh, braking a little bit deep though. Not ideal. Side to side through the long left hand. And it seems like Comico can stay ahead. The lag, yeah, the lag on Damien, right? I mean, yeah, we're playing in the EU, obviously, and if you come from Argentina, it's a little while. It's a little bit of, yeah, a distance, phrased like that. We're going back here, where this trio is heading into Sector 3 as well. They can't really make an overtake happening. They's pretty close so far though. There's a Haas in wall? He's just Tokyo drifting. Hell yeah. And we're not even in Japan. Next race, Jin should drive backwards. I think that might be a little bit too weak, but we'll ask him. Ooh, there's been contact between Yellowman and the ran out of Cheesecake, I think. Following damage for Cheesecake now as Goldfish might have a look on Cheesecake since, well, yeah, he's gonna be slowed down through damage, obviously. So the Alfa Romeo of Goldfish might be joining that battle for the top 3 instead of Cheesecake, who's gonna pit in this lap, very likely. Now is pretty much pitting time anyways. Barry went for the hard tires. Interesting choice. I think you can go really and easily on the mediums. However, if he started on mediums, I do not know. But I think you could still go to the end on softs from here on. We're running into a bit of Stanny. Oh! And we are really running into a bit of Stanny. Holy shit. Well, it seems like Goldfish will have to pit in this very lap. Yikes. Snap back to the Red Bulls. As Jonas is going into the pits here. Obviously here it's quite easy to not speed, as you are pretty slow in the pit entrance nonetheless. Jonas here. I mean, it's just a pit stop. Same thing as always. Very interesting where he's coming out though. He getting past Goldfish? No, he's not. Goldfish is still ahead of him. So he might be ahead of the Comico Gimp battle afterwards. Oof. Yeah, I agree with Jack there. That standing in the middle of a 4-way battle is usually not what you want to see. Or any backmarker in the middle of a 4-way battle. Holy, Clayton sliding a little bit there. Embracing the Tokyo Drift as well. And Lancelot Stroll, aka Clay, is in the lead. I think I wouldn't say might be his first kilometers in the lead for Formula Sundays, but definitely a bunch of the first. And yeah, the boy is doing good. I mean, he's been quick in quali, just been bested in the very last seconds by a couple of drivers. And I think he should be coming into the pits this or in the next lap. Okay, he's not coming into the pits this time. Clayton is gonna leave him alone up on top though. I think Yellow Miller might be a good target to watch, as he's already pitted and he's still directly behind Ginge. So this is like the real battle for the lead here. However, Ginge is gonna get DRS by Gimp, I think, ahead of him. Or is he? Maybe he's gonna get DRS through someone in the pits. So no, Ginge has no DRS. Yellow Miller though too far away. Can't really make overtaking happen just yet. Well. We are getting somewhere towards the... Ooh, what's going on here? Towards the later stages of the race, or keyboard driver having front wing damage again, or still? Question mark. I think again. So Goldfish is trying to go through on the inside. I think he's now ahead. Will stay ahead. And yeah. Oh my. Ginge has been... Oh my. That was very close. Lapping off Stanny, I think, again. And that might have cost Ginge the lead for now, at least. Yellow Miller, good defending. Doesn't leave any room at all for Ginge. And he's got it all to do again. The old battle. That was there up to the point where we had to remove Yellow because he was too quick for Challenger at the time. But it's still happening. Clay and Comico are in the pit now. I wonder how that overcut has benefited or, well, damaged their race. Pace should be coming in sooner or later as well, as he's currently driving his 8th lap. Wait, Clay on the hard compound. I wonder how and why. Interesting. Hey, Jack is standing in for Domi and Williams Racing. Okay, interesting, interesting. Domi can't make it, of course. I think we have quite a worthy exchange or reserve here. Let's look towards the center of the field. We have Clayton in battle with Cheesecake, who's in battle with Pace, who has not pitted yet. So everything he does there, like his slow driving, is helping his teammate. Wonder for how long. Still ahead. Oh no. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, Pace is dead. That's a yikes. Let's jump up on top. Ginge is surely looking like he's gonna have a piece of Yellamiller here. Getting a good exit here. Already in the slipstream. Overtake activated. ERS activated. That gonna be enough. Where's he gonna go? I think he's gonna go... he's gonna go nowhere. Doesn't want to commit for the outside, and Yellamiller closes up the inside line pretty much perfectly. As we go through that beautiful long left-hander. They are still so close, but yet so far from a move. A little bit sad, like with the entire regulation delay till 22. I feel like it would be way more entertaining if you could just overtake in the corners. At least in the game with balanced cars, it's pretty much impossible. Unless you're like Domi or something. But yeah. Cheesecake here is putting some pressure up on Clay. He's obviously a little bit slower on this hard compound. I mean, could have gone for another set of softs theoretically. I don't know why he would be going for the hards instead of the mediums. And I think that should be it. Cheesecake's through. And Clay remains in P4. He's doing a very, very decent job overall still. Even though he conceded that position now. But yeah. Debatable. To be these Codys have an extra year to get the game right. You think that's enough? They still won't. Sure. Yeah, I think I gotta agree with that. As sad as it is. As Clayton has gone through, will Clay go for a counterattack though? He can't, as he's now sitting in P5 and Goldfish is gonna be the next to approach him. Let's head over to P9 here with Cherry and Keyboard Driver, very, very close together. Cherry, of course, with the weaker compound, but I think Keyboard Driver still has that front wing damage, so to be fair, we gotta stick with the top guys here. Especially since this is a much more equal battle between Clayton and Cheesecake. Oh, drive-through penalty, severe collision with Battis. Interesting. Two Ferraris really going for the Ferrari cosplay. But that's besides the point. Yeah. I have high hopes for the Aston Martin team in the real F1. Kinda hope that Vettel can do something if he gets a normal car. And I'm praying for Hulkenberg comeback in Red Bull. Because, well, I don't know, but Albon has just been underperforming, I'm sorry. Oh my. Cheesecake there, almost getting taken out by himself with that ambitious move. Let's see. Goldfish is gonna be the big winner in that as he takes play. Albon will be out after today. Oh wait, I did not see today. Like, was it the usual? I don't know. He had a chance to get P5 or higher. I mean, he's in a Red Bull. He has the chance to get P5 or higher every single race. Ah, okay. Well, yikes. He spun on his own. Oh. He's already reached the battle stage. Maybe cold tires. Yeah, okay. Well, that's the yikes for Albon. Okay, I see stuff going on in the Discord. Keyboard driver is apparently not too happy with the circumstances of his retirement. Ooh, Goldfish is cutting deep to the inside, and Clay is the smiling third. Was after safety car restart, but no one else spun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the race highlights. To be honest, I've stopped watching the races since it's pretty much murk anyways. But race highlights are usually quite exciting. Well, what do we have here? Yellowman has a reasonable lead above Ginge. I think Ginge should care to not get over that 3-second window, so if Yellowman has a time penalty, Ginge could still claim first. Hamilton win as usual. Okay, boring. Just retire, man. Do the Rosberg, do the right thing. These three guys is probably gonna be the most interesting thing that we're gonna see in that last lap. All of them wanna stay where they are. We wanna see in that Red Bull seat next year. Well, I'd absolutely love Hulkenberg, but I doubt that's gonna happen because it's not the Red Bull thing. Like, it's not the Red Bull way they'd go. Who would they put in there though? They need like a strong second driver to Max, but at the same time probably someone who's not too ambitious because they don't want to have that entire Ricciardo Verstappen situation again. Well, Yellowmelon taken the win there. Ginge in P2. Oh my god, no. Clay is being spun by Cheesecake in the very last turns. Oh my god, and he took out Cherry, or Cherry drove into him. I don't know what happened. Oh my god, that's such a yikes. Paris. Hey, Paris is a good idea actually, Dunk. I don't really like Paris, but at the same time he's been doing good stuff. Everyone wants to see Hulkenberg. Yeah, man. Okay. Oh, I mean, completely different topic to the end of this race, though. As what can I say except yikes? Clay driving it absolutely beautiful. Up until that last sector where he took himself and Cherry out, I think. Even though the first incident might have been Cheesecake's bad, but we will see that later on. Well, that was messy. Goldfish is speaking the truth there. As we have come to an end. Chaotic ending, to be honest. A lot of overtaking going on in the last laps. A little bit of real F1 talk in the chat as well that I appreciate very much. But yeah, in the end it's gonna be Yellowmelon. Coming back to the podium and, well, to the first spot there, and this time denying Ginge the victory, as I think he's been the one winning the last race. P3 is gonna be the alpha of, I think, Clayton that was, as Goldfish was P7. And yeah, that is probably the end of this race. Oh my god, the penalties. Well. Yellow Ginge, and Clayton, as said. And then followed up by John Luke with an amazing performance. I mean, he started from P19. All the chaos in the end brought him up there. Percy making a good recovery drive to P5 as well. Cheesecake in the Renault. Followed by Goldfish, Chonka, Gimp, Jonas in the last point scoring position. And afterwards, the drivers with the DNFs and outside of the top 10. Well, that's been it for Challenger. We'll go into a short break, I think, before we come back with Elite. And yeah, see you in a few minutes.